We've all been there. You've started a new Minecraft world, played it for a few weeks, and gradually gotten bored and stopped altogether. Then a few months down the line, you do the same process again and again and again, and for some, that just keeps on going. I'm sure you've all heard of the term Forever World before, and if you haven't, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I think a Forever World is where you get the best experience and the true beauty of this game. So today I'm going to share some of my best tips on how to not give up on your Forever World. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I have had this world of mine for 3.5 years and I don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon. The most important thing for staying motivated to continuously play in the same world is stopping yourself from getting burnt out. It's so easy to get carried away and try to do too much too fast, and then before you know it, you've made yourself fed up with Minecraft. So when you do start your Forever World, just take things slow. Enjoy the Iron Age. Don't rush to get an Elytra or full Netherite armor immediately. You will get there. But for the meantime, just try and enjoy the simplicity of the early game, because you do only get one of these if you plan to keep your Forever World forever. That being said, if you do happen to burn yourself out, then make sure you take a break, of course. But when you've got that itch to play Minecraft again, head back into that same world instead of starting a new one, even though it is very tempting. I find something that helps me to stay motivated to keep on playing is to have a to-do list, or just a rough plan of what I like to do in my world, whether that be writing it down on signs in the actual game or on a notes page like I do. That way, if I'm ever lacking inspiration and I'm not sure what to do, I can just check my list and pick whichever project I feel like working on the most. Having multiple different builds or farms in the process of construction at the same time might be what you need to keep things interesting. Though it probably depends on your personality, because for me, I always prefer to start a project and finish it before moving on to the next one. But as long as you've always got something in mind of what you can do, you won't ever get bored. And if you do ever run out of ideas, head to the internet and see what other people are doing to get those inspiration juices flowing. Another way to keep your world interesting is to focus on the history of it. Now, there's a couple of things I mean by this. Number one, lore. Adding your own lore to the world and explaining it through your builds is a great way to make it feel that much more immersive and just generally fun to play in. So when you're creating something new, you can imagine how or why this build came to be. What purpose did it serve? Is there a reason it looks the way that it does? That sort of thing. Though I understand that may not be for everyone, so another great thing you can do is to document your world with screenshots of progress, or make videos like I do, even have a book and quill just to keep track of things. And lastly, mementos, or in this case I guess you could call them historical artifacts. That first wooden pickaxe you crafted, keep it. Your original set of iron armor, keep it. A block from your starter base, keep that too. All of these items can serve as a reminder for a certain time or aspect of your world and would hopefully trigger a memory when you go to look at it. You could even build a big museum to catalogue these sort of things. Something that can be a huge motivation killer for your Minecraft world is when you start getting geared up only to die and lose all of your things. Or you've spent hours on a build and then it gets struck by lightning and burns down. Or really just anything else that makes you not have fun. I think a lot of people think Minecraft has to be played in complete vanilla with no changes whatsoever, or else it's cheating. Well, the thing is, if you're in your single player world, you are the only one who's going to care how you choose to play it. You can decide what's cheating and what's not. You can decide if you want to play with any add-ons. No one's going to tell you otherwise because it simply doesn't matter. Minecraft is a sandbox game, meaning there is quite literally zero rules. So turn on keep inventory so you don't lose all of your items when you die. Play with fire ticks set to off so that your builds don't burn down. Play with as many or as little mods as you'd like. Really shape how you play in order to have the most enjoyable experience possible. That is the entire purpose of this game. A great way to keep yourself motivated is to try a different approach as to how you play. So let's say in the case of building, you always tend to stick to the same sort of style. Well, why not try something different to switch it up? Or maybe you always build the same farms in the same order and just do it exactly as you would for any other world. Maybe this time, instead of rushing to build the iron farm, just go mining for it for a while until you really need a ton of it. Perhaps you haven't ever really gone out to explore some of the different structures around your world. Why not give that a go and see if you enjoy that aspect of Minecraft? The point is that you don't just do the exact same things you've done for all of your other worlds that you've become bored of. Just switch things up and try a different approach. Not only will this keep things interesting, but would make the world feel different to your previous ones, thus increasing its longevity, which really is the aim here. As someone who has a lot of build tutorials on their channel, this may not be the best thing for me to be recommending, but if you can, try to not follow tutorials for everything, and instead give things a go on your own. Now, I understand it can be hard to come up with a cool design for a house, let's say. If you're not that experienced with building, it is so much easier just to copy a tutorial and have a build that is fully finished and has already been finely tuned by someone else. I say I understand that because I am totally guilty of doing this with redstone contraptions and farms, and the same applies to that too. But it is so much more rewarding creating something yourself that you've come up with on your own. There's nothing to say you can't look for inspiration and find something to base it off of, just try not to copy stuff block for block, as I think that can take away some of the creative fun that this game provides. I really hope that these tips have been able to help some of you, because I really do believe that having a forever world is the best thing that you can do with Minecraft to keep the game fun and engaging. So next time you start a new world, or even better, keep your current one, make it last forever. Or at least until Minecraft ceases to exist, and then at that point we're all screwed.